Last stop of the night, I promise, but it's worth it. The incredibly intelligent, talented Michelle Hoppel Roberts, director of the Upper Ohio Valley Lou Holtz Hall of Fame. Why am I here? A few months ago, I see in the local paper that they need money, and it worried me so much so that it's been bothering me, and I said I got a chance to get down here tonight, and that's exactly why I'm here. And from what I understand, we still need help, but things are getting better.
Things are getting better. We have enough money to last through the end of the year, but we're working on getting money for next year so that we don't have to stay in this scrambling to keep the lights on. And it's just a concern all the time because we don't charge admission and we don't have the big banquet that they used to have, the dinners where they could bring in a lot of money that would keep them throughout the year. And so now we are just working on getting out in the community, and the community has just really rallied behind the Hall of Fame, $20 at a time. And it's just been so moving that they have stepped up so much and shown their support.
All right, listen, the acoustics in here are so incredible. She's going to speak a little louder. We don't even need microphones. This is like Mario Lanza, the great opera singer, and Caruso. They didn't even use microphones. That's how old this place is. The aesthetics are incredible. This is a historic building, so just to be able to keep the building up and running and healthy by fixing those little leaks and things that go wrong, that alone is worth sending some money.
Right. Our electric bill to keep the lights on, we have 50-foot ceilings, so it does take a lot to keep it warm in here or cool in the summer, and just to keep all the lights on for all the cases. In August, our electric bill alone was $2,000. And our gas bill, we have it budgeted for the year, and it's between $600 and $700. And just our insurance is over $500 a month. And just things like that takes a lot of money to keep our doors open.
Well, she was an educator for over 3 decades, and now she is taking young people on tours, educating young people, telling them stories. This has become a labor of love. So much so that you're going to do something very special, A Wonderful Life, to pay tribute to Frank Dawson, the man with the plan. We love Coach Holtz. He obviously loves it, but the guy who was grinding every day along with so many others that helped him, and they knew who they are, it was Frank Dawson. So what are you doing for Frank in his legacy and a fun drive entitled It's a Wonderful Life?
We're doing a pledge drive starting in the next couple of weeks, and it's going to run through December 6th whenever we have our Christmas open house. And we're going to try to raise money to show our support for Frank, because this was his dream. He loved the Hall of Fame more than anything, and he really was here every day. Even till the end, he would come in every day. And so he just loved everything about this, and he just gave so much to the community that it would be great for the community to get back.
Listen, when it comes to this place, she wears her heart on her sleeve, and she'll tell me and you whatever I ask. I mentioned moments ago when I was doing a live stream out in the parking lot talking about some things I'm going to be discussing on the radio, that Lou and Digger, when they had the big dinner every year, would put a whole lot of money in the way of scholarships into the East Liverpool Public Schools. But Coach, for years, and if you know his age and Digger's age in that decade that they were approaching, the 9th decade, and obviously throughout their entire life, they have been giving scholarship dollars. And you mentioned something about Coach Holtz in the trades. I never knew anything about that.
He gives, this year he gave $75,000 in scholarship to kids up and down the Ohio Valley. It's just not East Liverpool. It's from Midland clear down to Wheeling. Students applied for it. We had like Buckeye local students get some of this money, but they get money for going to a trade school. They could be going to Newcastle School of Trades, or they could be going to one in Steubenville, but they could get the money. Now, Newcastle School of Trades is really good, though. They will match 2 of the scholarships.
Wow.
And so that instead of just getting $7,500 over the 2 years, they get $15,000.
It's the only place that you can find out about Regis Philbin, Dean Martin, and Lou Holtz. Think about that. What the education, the legacy of these people, who many people obviously weren't even alive when they were performing, and that will continue to perpetuate itself for future generations. When they come here, no charge, by the way, it's much more than sports, right?
so much more. And everyone who's here has a story to tell. Or they would not be. They've achieved great things, they've overcome obstacles, and they have a story. And so you can come here. I love giving tours when people come in because there's just so much information to give to everyone, and I want to provide inspiration to the kids in the community, because that's why Coach Holtz did this. He said he wanted to show the kids in the valley, these people achieve great things, you can too.
Well, I see a lot of those generations that are coming through now actually coming back to downtown East Liverpool. I had to wait a little bit for her because she was handing out treats on this Halloween, and there's some life in downtown Pittsburgh. I mean, downtown Liverpool, like downtown Pittsburgh.
Right, East Liverpool, I think, is just on the cusp of just moving forward. We have all kinds of things going on in the downtown area. The restaurant just across the street just opened up, and there's just all kinds of things happening. We have the Beautification Society that's doing all these things to fix up the downtown area. And it's just, we have a lot of positive things going on.
And there was that rumor circulating, and I kind of fell into it, that the Holt family, obviously I get it, they want some of the stuff that their father, was about. They didn't take a lot because there's still a lot here and you've added more, so it wasn't like the cupboards were bare.
Right. We have a lot of things for Coach Holtz and for Notre Dame. And the family is so supportive of whatever we want to do.
They want this place.
They want this place to stay open, and they are willing to help out any way that they can. I talk to some of the family members every 2 weeks probably, and they want to know how's it going, what can they do to help, and they are really supportive of everything.
All right, before we get out of here and I head back home, tell everybody about what Frank loved more than anything, and obviously the Lionel train layout. It's second to none. I had trains at one time. I've been around some of the most biggest displays in the country. The Carnegie Science Center, Patty Rogers, good friend, actually developed some stuff for Lionel, but there is nothing. Even the layout I had, which was pretty spectacular, there's nothing like this anywhere. So if you love model trains, for that alone, come down anytime, but you kind of connect that to Christmas, the holiday, something Frank absolutely cherished. He would talk to me every year about it a month before it happened, and it'll be here in a little over a month, not much more over, first part of December, your annual Christmas open house.
We'll have the Christmas open house on December 5th. We'll have the night before Christmas, where we'll have Beaver Local Show Choir here performing the Rhythm in Red, and we'll have some different treat stations with different pairings for drinks and desserts. And then on the day of December 6th, that's the day of the Christmas parade, we'll have our Christmas open house. We'll have Santa Claus, we'll have cookies, we'll have the trains running, we'll give away a train, and I probably will have between 35 and 40 trees decorated.
She does it. Listen, before we say goodnight, they need money on a regular basis. Anyhow, or reason you're connected to this place or you just want to help out, this is being seen worldwide. I'm going to put it across all my social media platforms. This is how you can donate to the Upper Ohio Valley Lou Holtz Hall of Fame. Love Coach, obviously love the Digger, and I love what they're all about in this great community. So tell them what they can do, Michelle.
You can mail a contribution to us at 120 East 5th Street, East Liverpool, Ohio, 43920, or you can get on our website will be updated, and you will be able to do Venmo on that.
I have a funny feeling as long as you're on this side of the earth, you're going to do everything you can to keep this place going.
I am going to do my best.
Listen, she came down here to join me. She didn't have to do that. She even cut Halloween a half hour short. I appreciate you. All right, I got nothing left. I'm going to bed for a couple of hours. We'll see you back on the radio, KDKA, 100.1 FM AM 1020, right after CBS Radio News at 5 a.m. Good night from the Upper Ohio Valley Lou Holtz Hall of Fame in the heart of that other place I call home, East Liverpool, Ohio.